Parmigiano.
Parmigiano. Hello people. So it's Ozzy from 7 Ounce. We are in London. So our location is just opposite of one of the busiest tube stations in London. It's called Clapham North. We live in a very high, very densely residential area, and we are running a little coffee shop specialized on different sort of coffees. So what we do in here, basically, we are rotating a lot of coffees. We try to give people a big knowledge about what they are drinking. I'm the head barista, and there's not many employees we do have, and also we don't have many seatings as well. Having not many employees, basically working with my wife only, keeps us safe and also keeps us economically safe, because we don't need to furlough someone and cause damages on their families. We try to survive, and as long as I'm always together with my wife, I don't need to think about, am I safe to working with someone? I'm always with her. I'm always working with her. What else I can say? As I said, we are running a little coffee shop. We have only 10 seats, maybe in there. And if we're lucky, in a sunny day, we can 10 more people outside of the shop. We got little lovely patio, have a couple of tables, but this is all we can do. After pandemic happening all around the world, we get quite suspicious about the things gonna get us through very quickly. And when the things started to happening in the UK, actually, we decided to switch something. Let's say we decided to do. Actually, we decided to change our routine, because, as I said, this is such a small place. We felt quite uncomfortable to serve people in there, because the whole width of the shop is not 4 meters alone. And if I need to stay apart from someone else by 2 meters, that's kind of impossible. So we decided to switch our routine to takeaway only. Luckily, 2 weeks after, government recommends to do takeaway only. And after government's advice line, so we followed up all the routines, and luckily, as I said, government's advises, we got people's acceptance. They were complaining a lot about not being able to sit in there without any advice or something. Then, when we had lockdown, the first day, we've been watching TV, and on the BBC, Boris Johnson said us, don't go to work. And we were unsure of, are we going to able to work or not? Or is it safe to go work? We are not commuting. We are only living half a mile away from the shop. We walk every day. On the second day, with the fully knowledge of guidelines, we understand that we can open that space basically for takeaway only service. And this is what we do. We open the door, put a table on front of it, which creates a barrier between the shop and the people coming. And we made clear lines on the floor which says where you should stay, and you should stay apart from each other and keep serving takeaway only. But is it logical to open a place to take away when government advised not to go outside? But we found there's a reason to keep it open, because there was pandemic happening, and in the country, it's like gold rush panic. All of the supermarkets were busy as hell. So we got messages through Instagram. People ask if they can buy some essentials from us, like milk, like eggs, like croissants and other stuff. And we found ourselves as a part of the community, and we didn't want to leave our community. Because when you go to supermarket, you wait in the queue for about an hour and get into supermarket and faced with empty shelves. And you can't get your essentials. So this is kind of sad. And as long as I can still get my hands on some essentials, why not? And we talked to our suppliers and we started to sell eggs, milks, breads, cheese, yogurt, some basics. But keep that place open. Not to keep it always open, because to keeping it always open also against the guidelines. What we should do, because people were coming and queue in front of my shop, and it creates much more danger, because instead of waiting on front of a supermarket, they've been waiting in front of the 7-ounce. So we came up with a slotted collection time, and we decided to keep it open only for 2 hours a day, and having a slot to collect their deliveries or collect their food or orders, and we make them ready when they arrive, which means there's no time loss, and also they don't need to wait. But while that time, they can still ask coffee to get. And we started to do slotted food collection times, only for 2 hours a day. But during lockdown, serving over a table, we faced with many aggressive customers as well. We faced with a lot of people who likes to come in and sit or enjoy it just outside. And many people questioned, why don't we put a table outside? Which also doesn't help, but that's the reality of the world. There's nothing else we can do. But we keep it open, we kept it open, we are keeping it open, and we are trying to survive. And after pandemic, even if everyone says, when is it gonna be back to normal? I don't think there's no normal anymore. What is it gonna be? We always remember that. We always gonna remember this. We never ever should forget this. And we will be changing our routine. I don't know when we're gonna be able to take someone in or hug each other again. Not very soon, but we'll do. But the first thing is, we value your life, my life, better than anything. So that's why I'm here, only for limited hours a day, and seriously caring more of the community more than my business.